Hi there! This podcast is going to be informing you on the 5 basic tastes in humans. The 5 primary taste sensations in humans are sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. Now, some people may believe that each taste sensation is accounted for by a separate part of the tongue, but this is in fact not true at all. Previously, people thought that this was the case. However, now it has been proven that all tastes can be perceived equally well all over the tongue. The first taste sensation we're going to be talking about, which is probably popular with a lot of you, is sweet. Sweet substances can be found in sugary foods. They bind to G-protein coupled receptors at the cell surface. Each receptor is made up of simple proteins. When these proteins are combined, that receptor becomes sensitive to sweetness. Next up is sour. Sour tastes, such as sour sweets, can be an acquired taste. The sour sensation has a somewhat unclear mechanism. Sour substances, such as acids in foods, release H+ ions, which are protons, and these interact with acid-sensing ion channels. The intracellular pH is lowered when these protons enter the cell through a transmembrane channel. This causes depolarization, which is how sour sensations are experienced. On to salty tastes, which are found in foods with high salt. Sodium ions enter directly into the taste cells through the ion channel. This causes depolarization and the neurotransmitter is released, which creates the salty sensation. Next up, not everyone's fond of this one, bitter tastes. The sensation of bitterness, whether it's not great, is actually very useful. It has evolved as a mechanism as a signal of the presence of toxins. Taste cell receptors bind to molecules to give rise to bitter sensations. Humans have genes encoding 25 different bitter receptors. Each taste cell, which is responsive to bitter sensations, expresses around 4 to 11 of these 25 genes. And finally, umami. The taste sensation comes from savory, meaty flavors. It is detected by at least 2 types of receptor, MSG, which is a flavor enhancer, and glutamate, which is an amino acid found in meat and cheese. The binding of glutamic acid takes place on GPCRs, which are coupled to the 2 protein receptors. The stages of signaling are the same as sweet and bitter.